Okay everybody, welcome back after your midterm exam. I'm sure you was all fine. Here we go to week 9. Week 9, 6 more weeks and we finish this semester. Wow. Okay students, if you look on the syllabus, today's week is Queen Elizabeth II. We covered her as a heroine, but this is linked up with Princess Diana. So we're going to do Queen Elizabeth II. Okie dokie, so if you look on the system, it's Queen Elizabeth II. The syllabus cannot change. Okay, here we go. Okay students, so look at the picture on the next PPT and tell me what do you know about this woman. So obviously, look at the picture on the next PPT and tell me what do you know about this woman. What do you know? Let's have a look. Okay, so what do you know about this woman? Obviously this is a gift, this isn't really. Okay, so what do you know about this woman? Just start thinking, what do I know about her? Okay students, the Queen of England is the Queen of the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, New Zealand and 12 other countries. Okay, so she's not just the Queen of England, she's also the Queen of the whole of the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, New Zealand and 12 other countries. Wow, powerful woman perhaps. So can you guess some of the other countries that she is the Queen of? Look at the following PPTs and try to guess. So I'm going to show you 3 other countries that she is the Queen of and you're going to try to guess which country. Okay? So can you guess some of the other countries that she is Queen of? Look at the following PPTs and try to guess. Okay, here you go, have a look at that picture. Okay, so country number 1, okay, we've got a famous athlete, he's a sprinter. I think he's the world record holder for 100 metres and 200 metres. Okay, so who is this? And where does it come from? And I promise you, if you've got the answer correct, the Queen of England is the Queen of his country. Okay? So, who is this? And where does he come from? Where does he come from? Have a look and have a look. Yeah, that's question country number 1. Country number 2, this one. Guys, I've deliberately made this to be a little fun. You probably don't know the answer to this one. This country does not accept credit cards. That's hint number 1. This country does not accept credit cards. And hint number 2, this country has the smallest population of any country in the world. Which country has the smallest population in the world? So hint number 1, this country does not doesn't accept credit cards. Just take cash to this country. Does not accept credit cards, and this country has the smallest population of any country in the world. And country number 3, this country is the 3rd richest country in the Western Hemisphere. Okay, and the richest country in the Western Hemisphere it's America, and number 2 is Canada. This is number 3. So this country is the 3rd richest country in the Western Hemisphere. Try to guess these countries. Number 1, who is this and where does he come from? Country number 2, but I've given you 2 hints. This country does not accept credit cards. And this country has the smallest population of any country in the world, and this country is the 3rd richest country in the Western Hemisphere. Which countries are there? Okie dokie, so let's go. Did you guess the correct answers? You're not meant to, but the first one maybe. Answer number one. Country number one, Jamaica. Usain Bolt is from Jamaica. Number two, the difficult ones, Tuvalu. Yeah, country number two, Tuvalu. And number three, the Bahamas. Okay, the Bahamas, believe it or not. Very expensive country. Very beautiful country, but it's expensive. Okay, so here we go. Let's get back to Queen Elizabeth. She was born on the 21st of April 1926 and has been married to her husband for 70 years. Wow, true facts. Okay, she was born on the 21st of April 1926 and has been married to her husband for 70 years. Wow. They have 4 children. They've got 4 children. They've got Prince Charles, and they have Princess Anne, and they've got Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. Okay, so we've got 4 children. And we have the oldest. We've got Charles, and Andrew, and Edward. There you go. Prince Charles is next in line to be the king. So if the Queen dies at the moment, Prince Charles would then become the next King of England. Her father died in 1952 and she then became Queen. She gave back independence to former colonies and is now only Queen of a country if they want her to be. Okay, so she's been a very good Queen, okay? Her father died. When he died in 1952, she then became the Queen and she decided, you know, actually I'm going to give independence back to all of the British colonies. So they gave back the independence and now she's only the Queen of a country if they want her to be. So Tuvalu, the Bahamas, Australia, New Zealand, Canada actually want the Queen to continue to be the Queen of England. She is the longest serving British Queen or King and is still a very popular person. As Britain's links to its former colonies have weakened, she was happy Britain joined the European Union. Okay, so during her reign, the UK joined the European Union. Okay, so a little fact for you, she is the longest serving British Queen or King and is still a very popular person. And as Britain's links to its former colonies have weakened, she was happy Britain joined the European Union. But as you know, we now have Brexit. The UK is leaving the European Union at the end of this year. Completely finished. Okay, Britain did this in 1973. What did it do? It joined the European Union in 1973. In 1979, she had 2 bad experiences. First, the Queen's photographer was proven to be a communist spy. Okay, so basically, she has a photographer. And this photographer was spying on the royal family for the Russians, okay? He was a spy for the Russians, who used to be a communist country, okay? And as you probably know, there are 4 communist countries in the world, okay? There's North Korea, China, Cuba, and there used to be Russia, but Russia is not now, okay? So in 1979, she had 2 bad experiences. First, the Queen's photographer was proven to be a communist spy. Terrible. Then her cousin, Lord Mountbatten, was killed by an IRA bomb. And if you look in the Name of the Father movie, it's all linked to the syllabus, okay? And as you know, that was the IRA doing the bombings. And one of the people that they killed in their bombing campaign was the Queen's cousin, Lord Mountbatten. So then her cousin, Lord Mountbatten, was killed by an IRA bomb. And then she was shot at in 1981 while visiting Burma. And Burma is now called Myanmar. But the bullet missed. Okay? She was shot at in 1981 while visiting Burma, which is now Myanmar. But fortunately, the bullet missed. Then, a year later, while touring New Zealand, a man called Christopher Lewis shot at her, but missed. Wow, perhaps she's just meant to be alive, okay? Then, a year later, while touring New Zealand, a man called Christopher Lewis shot at her, but missed her, okay? Wow, Christopher Lewis, eh? He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Okay, so he was sentenced to 3 years in prison, but as you know, well, as I'm about to show you, that got changed. But was later sent to a psychiatric hospital. Psychiatric hospital means a hospital for people who are mentally ill. So, of course, they couldn't put him in prison because he was mentally ill, so they put him in a hospital. So Christopher Lewis was later sent to a psychiatric hospital, which is a hospital for the mentally ill. Okay, and this guy really doesn't like the royal family.